Alright guys, today is going to be a little different from the start. I'm going to talk a little bit about a product a company sent me to try, and it's a Aleader, I think is how they say it. It is a wading shoe, and I just got it today, and so we're going to put it through the paces and see. It's light, and I can see where the water would drain out of it real good. I don't know, we'll just have to try it out here in a little while. We're out here in the marshes today. Alright guys, just look at all them fish. Alright, that was textbook what you don't do, but we might have got lucky. Man, right in the middle of them, look at him running. I hope he got it in his mouth good, guys. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. Beautiful sight, guys. But I hope he has them. Alright, guys, that's a wonderful way to hook up today. I want to take y'all's attention away from the fish for a moment and look at what I got on my feet. Guys, I got a pair of new shoes. A company sent me these shoes to review, and they are called, or I guess the company is called Aleader. I will leave a description down, or I'll leave a link down in the description rather, of these shoes. I've just been wearing them for a little while, and we're going to review them through today's trip. And so far I like them. They're really cool compared to them old neoprene boots that I normally wear that get to be 150 degrees inside of them on a sunny day. Oh, them reds, they don't know what to do. I'm not expecting great luck after this one in this little group, but you can see how low the sun is. In fact, it's probably too much into this camera. But anyway, guys, so that's what we're doing today. We're trying out some new shoes, and I think they're going to be good. I don't know if they're going to hold up to the wading in mud part. That's the only concern I have, because out here in the marsh, a lot of times I got to get out and wade. But even if they don't hold up, then you guys know I do some. Boy, he wasn't hooked real deep. Boy, that's a big fish. Oh, look at that guy. I do some surf fishing, and whenever I go down to the beach, I think these shoes work great because you're not bogging in the mud. 26 inches. Well, guys, we're going to let this guy go. Bye, guy. Let's just see if we can get something else interesting. Alright, guys. Barely could see him. I was looking into the sun, and I seen that fin come up out of the water. Not the biggest one. It might be a low end slot, but oh, pretty close. Hey, you want to get up on the bank? Come here, guy. Oh. All right. Well. Oh, come here, guy. Oh, he got hooked good. Hooked good. Yes, sir. Get in the boat. Don't stir up everything. We just got to an opening. I've seen some fish already. up there. I can still see one out of the water over there. What we got back there? Mullet. Got mullet back there. Alright guys. How long is this feller? He is not going to be long enough. 19 and a half. Alright, we're going to ease you back in the water. Go away. Well, yeah, there's one rooting around up here. And we'll go over there and try to get him. Alright. Well, I'll talk some more about these shoes here when we get hooked up. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, there's one up here we're going to try for. He don't look that big, but he's coming right for us. Alright. He's running. No, no. Whoa, 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 that guy's crazy. That guy's crazy. Running all over the place. I don't know that I've had a fish that done that kind of fancy footwork. Maybe he needs a new pair of shoes. Or maybe he's got a new pair. Alright, drag me back out of this little creek here. Man, there's a lot of fish up in this water. Oh, guys, this is a fisherman's paradise up here. It is. Well, let's talk about the shoes. They still feel good, nice and cool. I did step off in the mud, and unfortunately that is not their strong suit. They are not made for bogging in the mud, but that's okay. That's not what they were designed for. Most of you guys aren't going to be bogging in mud. Most people don't. They feel good. They that water drains out of them good. Like I say, I'm not gonna talk good about them just because they give me a pair of shoes. If they're no good, they're no good. I don't think they're gonna be my marsh shoes. I think they'll be my beach shoes. To be honest, it's I stepped out and they did want to kind of slip off my feet, but man, I tell you, I have tried tons of shoes and they all try to come off your feet. The only ones I have found that wouldn't was those kind of neoprene ones, but they're so hot, and if you don't like wet feet, you won't like them. But I grew up as a commercial fisherman son and become a commercial fisherman, so as you know, 24. As y'all know, I've had wet feet since I was a toddler, so wet feet don't bother me. But if you don't like wet feet, these shoes will be for you, because they drain right out. And of course you're still wet for a little while, but I believe it's gonna get away from you quick. So alright, I'm gonna put this guy in a box, and we're gonna inch our way up here. I can see fish 100 yards away. There's one right at this point here that's about 50 yards away. Wow, this first time I went up in this little cut, looks like where I should have been going earlier. Alright guys, we'll see you in a bit. Here. I got one right here. I think this one's bigger. Alright. Well, that was a textbook. Sometime even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Good cast, good everything. Oh wow, that is a better fish. Oh, look at this guy swimming. Oh, and that's a red right there. Oh, I'm letting him just kind of take his time a little bit. Yeah, I'm just enjoying the sight. There's actually 2 reds right here. I don't know if you guys can see them. And I've been seeing some of the other YouTubers are getting on them. Look at that guy gonna swim to the boat. That's where you need a second rod. You flip right over there. He's gonna come say hi to us. Hey feller, you wanna see my new shoes? I'm putting them in the water for you. See my new shoes? He said, there were some pretty shoes. You guys go out there and buy you some of them. Alright, enough messing around. We got fish to catch. Come here, feller. What are you doing up here in this? There's one. I need a shallower craft, guys. I need a shallower craft, all there is to it. I've been looking at water boards. I've been thinking about building my own craft. Yeah, there he finally got wise. Some days you can't get nowhere near them. Other days you can get close to them. Today's the day. Seem like they're not super aware of what's going on. I don't know. This is a huge fish, but you know, these guys that wanted me to review these shoes, they said I had to have a quality video. Well, I'm not sure I ever put out a quality video, but I put out these kind of videos. Hey. Catching these here fish, so that'll have to do. Alright. Boy, that is a good fish. You done? You done, son? Anyway, come here. Well, yeah. What do you think of my shoes? Man, I don't like them shoes. You like my shoes? Oh, wow. God, you are so heavy. Look at that. Yeah, I like them shoes. It's pretty. Alright. Almost 26. If you stretch him, he'd be 26. I'm debating whether I want to keep him, even though we see him. This is the only, well, I ran out. There's a deep ditch come up here, and then this is just big flat. Tide is going out. So I don't know what we got ahead of us, so I may put him in a box. Let me think about it. But anyway, let's move on to the next one, guys. Alright, guys. We got kind of a small one here. One against the bank. But hey, I can't go nowhere else. I'm just kind of sitting here, so we might as well try it, right? Just for fun. He didn't take it. I can't believe he didn't take it. That was perfect in front of him. Yeah. I think these guys smelled a rat. They smelled a rat. They wasn't falling for it. That's what you say when they get wise. They're wise to us now. Oh, okay. So they're gonna be wise. Just looking to see what we got ahead of us. So we can't go do nothing. I think the tide is just about to stop moving. I think that's a fish, maybe. Yeah, he's a little one, I think. Well, it's a fish. He's not that little. He feels like he may be a low end slot after 26 incher just 2 minutes ago. I don't know. I would have to say he ain't putting up as much, but I think he might be a slot. And here's one coming up here. Tell you what, they were just kind of, man, I hadn't seen this kind of fishing in a while. Where you can just kind of sit in one place and let them come to you. Look at that guy right there. That's a good fish too. He's coming right to the boat. They're coming right at us. I'm giving it all she got, Captain. All right, now this is a good fish too. I think this is gonna be our number 3. And we just have to go home. It's just been a couple of hours or less. Now our day's done. It's these lucky shoes I got, guys. You buy these shoes and you'll catch fish like I do. I kid. Don't hold me to that now. These guys want me to talk some good stuff about their shoes, but I don't know if they're magical shoes. Now, I'm just saying, I hadn't seen it like this until I put these shoes on. That's all I'm saying, guys. You know, I hadn't caught fish to where they just swim to me like this until I put these shoes on. He's still right there. He don't want to go. He said, I got to see these shoes. I got to see these magical shoes he's been talking about. Guys, y'all know I'm full of BS most of the time. But the thing about it, my feet ain't steaming hot like they normally are about this time with the other shoes I wear. Alright, he is not going to be number 3 because he's too close to 20. He is barely. Killer, go away. Now where's that one that was right in front of us? He's right there. He's right there. Like I say, let's just see what all this noise. I wouldn't imagine he would even think to bite, but and when you're wearing these shoes, you never know. You don't know how to act. They just all right. This company's gonna get on for me about you making claims about our shoes being magical. Well, I'm just saying. That's mullet there, but the other one that was swimming by, see, y'all can't see. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all. There's a redfish way out there. He's about 150 yards away, and there ain't no way to get to him except wading. And even though I talk good about these shoes aren't for wading. Not at least in boggy mud. They'll be fine for wading in sand, and that's what most people do. I mean, you find a muddy bottom. Nobody wants to bog in a muddy bottom. I don't like to bog in a muddy bottom, but sometimes it's necessary in these marshes. I think we're just going to sit here and enjoy the day. Not the whole day, but I'm going to wait a few more minutes and see what pops up, because maybe something else will come to us. All right, I'll bring you up. Oh, look at there, right in front of us. He's coming, but I'm not going to. There's 2 of them. There's one behind that one. See, the tide's falling out, and I think all the fish are drifting out with the tide, and so they're going to come right to me. I'll be like one of them guys who waiting in a deer stand. The deer come to me. All right, well, I'm gonna cut it right here, and I'll bring y'all back in if they come this way. My lucky shoes. There they strike again. Man, oop, oop, oop. Go the other way, guy. Yes, sir. Man, I just spun the boat around because I was trying to get out of here. Like I told you, the tide is falling. I didn't want to get stuck up there on that flat. So I turned the boat around, and there he was. Just laying up there. Yeah, guys. You buy you a set of these shoes, y'all might catch fish like me. Oh, I don't know. Might not have nothing to do with the shoes, but all I'm saying is I ain't been catching fish like this until I put these shoes on. Y'all have to make up your own mind if it has anything to do with the shoes or not. Oh my goodness. It's funny. Boy, he's so good. Come here, guy. Flip over. I want to get you on the other side. I know. Let me tilt my head down so you guys can get in on the action. Hey, feller. Do you want to look at my shoes? He said, yeah, them birdie shoes right there. Man, where'd you get them shoes? I said, man, all you got to do to get a pair of shoes like that is just go down to the description below and you can have you a set of shoes. Alright, I think he'll be number 3 just because it looked the sun hadn't even got up very high, so we hadn't been here very long. But I want to go ahead and get what we're going to take home in the box, and then that way everything else we get we'll let go. And I'm just, because I'm backtracking and I don't know how much the water's going to fall. One thing about this place, it's very tide sensitive, and I talk about it in some of the other videos I've made up here, but I think this one's probably going to be out before some of them. But anyway, alright guys, let's go on. Alright guys, just want to thank y'all for coming out. This was a real fun video for me to make, and bottom line is I like these shoes. I've worn them a couple of weeks now since I made this video. I've been out fishing 3 or 4 times with them. I love them. They're cool. They're light. The water drains right out. When I get home, I don't track water everywhere. My feet are already dry by the time I get home. Or, well, they're not completely dry, but there's no water that drips out by that time. My old neoprene waders or boots that I was wearing, when I got home, there was still water sloshing around in them. So, you know, I'm really enjoying that. So the fact that they kind of slip off in the mud, well, that's just that's all shoes. It's not lace ups or whatever. And so if you're not going to be bogging in mud, these shoes will work for you. If you're going to be bogging in mud, don't buy these. Because that's not what they're designed for. You just got to use. Now, the reason I'm still wearing them, even though I use them in the mud, I've found a way to make them work for me, and y'all can see that in some upcoming videos. But you know, it's I mean, I like them so much I work around that little issue because of the fact of how cool they are. I mean, them neoprenes are hot, and you guys know how hot it is now. And these are just, I mean, when you walk into the air condition once you get home with these shoes on, your feet feel cold. I mean, instantly, because that air can get through them holes on them shoes. I wanted to let you know they sent me a discount code for you guys to use. It's MarkFishing15 because you can get 15% off these shoes. And if 5 of you guys order a pair of shoes using that code, I get a pair of shoes. And if they were no good, I would say, hey, you know, I don't care if I get another pair of these crappy shoes, but they're not crappy. They're good. They're good quality shoes. And so, all right. I guess that's about all I need to say about that. And I just thank y'all again. This video will be ahead of some videos that I made in that marsh. So you will see 3 or 4 videos that's coming up on this channel of that marsh. That is a awesome marsh, and I went back to back days for about a week and I killed them, and I have some awesome footage. So that's why you won't be seeing me wearing these shoes in the next 2 or 3 videos, but after that you'll see. And I have something special coming up too that I think y'all like later in my channel. But anyway, want to say God bless, and we will see y'all next time.